Hello, this is John Bowen, CEO of CEG Worldwide, and I am excited to bring to you this week's episode of the Elite Advisors Profile and Success. See, each week I get the opportunity to interview one of our top coaching clients who's out there making a really big difference with their clients and their community. And today I have a very good friend as well as a great financial advisor, wealth manager, that's agreed to join us to share how they're having such success in serving their clients well and doing well by doing that. So Paul Morello, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule and joining us today.
You're welcome, John. Thank you.
Let's dive right into it. I mean, you've enjoyed success. You're in a family business. You're making a huge difference in your community. Tell me why you're so passionate about wealth management and serving your clients well.
I think my passion is pretty simple. I like to interact with people. I like to help people. I like to solve problems, and I really enjoy the financial markets. When I was a kid, I came in from playing kickball. Wall Street Week was on. So I learned at a very early age a love of the stock market and whatnot. The way I figured out my passion wasn't quite so traditional, though. It started when I was a kid. My parents were the children of immigrants, and they came from very humble beginnings. They taught us the value of hard work. They taught us the value of discipline and perseverance. They taught us a lot of that through sports. The other thing they taught us was the value of making good financial decisions. They didn't have a choice. They didn't have a lot when I was a young kid. And they always stressed it on myself and my brother and my sisters. We always had jobs, and we didn't really have a choice but to understand how to make good financial decisions. The other thing they stressed was family. And as you said, I'm in a family business. I get to work with my brother and my dad and my sister. And our family we all think of the world pretty much the same way. And we get to help families make good financial decisions. So from a career standpoint, it wasn't very normal. When I was in law school, I commuted an hour and 20 minutes each way so I could work in my dad's wealth management business. And what I noticed pretty quickly was that there was a huge need for people to get financial advice. They weren't good at making financial decisions. What I then did is I went and practiced law, and I spent 75% of my time fixing people's problems. And the great majority of the problems could have been solved with a little bit of planning, a little bit of advice, and probably some good decision making. So in my problem solutions before they occurred, what I did or what I noticed was that if I could boil complex decisions down to very basic tidbits that the people could understand, it gave them that knowledge gave them confidence, and the confidence took away some of the emotion, and the emotion or the lack of emotion allowed them to make better financial decisions. After that, I went up to work on Wall Street. I followed a childhood dream. And beside learning all about the markets and managing money, I noticed something that I had multimillionaires. They knew I had a financial background, and they kept asking me what I thought were very simple financial questions. And I quickly realized it wasn't just the middle class that needed help. It was everybody that needed help making financial decisions. Around that time, my dad called me. He had become too busy. His practice had grown too large, and he needed help. So I went to my advisor, my wife, and we talked about relocating back to Reading to work in the family business. And when we wrote down the pros of it, it turned out that everything I enjoyed about all the different businesses, I got to work with people, I got to help people, I got to solve problems, and I got to work in the financial arena. It everything I always wanted to do, and I could be my own boss. So it was kind of a no-brainer to come back. So today I'm fortunate my family gets to help other families make good financial decisions, and it's really rewarding. It's a lot of fun getting to do what I do.
Paul, no, it's almost sometimes we don't lay out this track, if we will, for our life. We make hopefully a series of good decisions, but it sounds like the whole path led you to do what you're doing, and that's why you're doing it so well. Hey, help me out with your clients? What are some of the benefits they enjoy in working with you?
I think, John, the biggest thing that our clients get, and when I listen to what they say, I think it's the confidence that they've outsourced their financial problems to someone else. I hear a lot, I don't know the answer, call the Morellas, they do all that for me. And it's nice to hear clients do that. That confidence, again, as I said earlier, confidence takes out the emotion. The lack of emotion makes better financial decisions. And clients can come here. It's a small family business. We have a wonderful staff that helps them too. And I think for the same reason Norm went to Cheers is the reason people come to see us.
Well, I think it's better than just one beer, though, too.
Hopefully.
Yeah, no. And I mean, that's one of the things. We talk about confidence and the impact, and in today's world with all the ambiguity, politically, economically, and socially, it's easy to get caught up in emotion. And having the ability in a team, not only the family and the rest of the team, but the outside experts you work with to help them make smart decisions is just so valuable. I mean, tell me, what type of client really do you work with that you can have the biggest impact?
I'm going to speak for myself here rather than the family because we all have specialties. But I think the group of people that I work with the best are women, and women investors, women come in all different styles. There's the widow, there's a divorcee, there's the woman of the household that handles the money. There's the single woman professional that doesn't have time to do it. I think women are very good clients. I think they make good financial decisions. I think they worry about the right things, not the wrong things. And I think when they allow us to help advise them, they end up getting a good product because they make good financial decisions. And it's really a nice group of people. The remaining part of our clients, John, are, I'm going to call them, they're family people. The importance to them about money is giving them the independence to not have to work and to spend more time with their family. And they're not always doctors and lawyers. They're sometimes the millionaires next door that have made very good financial decisions and want help managing their finances and their wealth going forward so they can pass it on to their family.
No, that's great. And I mean, no matter who you are, I mean, life intrudes and there's all these challenges. And certainly, by focusing on these clients, with your team, you're making just a big difference. And, one of the things that really opens up is, you've had a long professional career and certainly, a good portion of it in financial services. What do you most value about your career?
I think I alluded to it before. The rewards I get from my work is that when you come to join the Morellas, you're kind of stuck with us. We don't have many clients leave us. They become our friends and to some extent become our extended family. And when you help somebody and you see a genuine thank you for helping them, to me then I've helped them and it's very rewarding. We try to keep things simple and just try to give good, solid advice so they can understand the issues and make good decisions.
Yeah, it is. I mean, one of the best parts of our profession is that we get to see the impact that we're having on families and what it leads to the quality of life that they're having, and it's just, to me, it's just such an amazing thing. And I know you and the rest of the family are hard workers and you're running hard and so on. But tell me, when you're not working, what do you really enjoy doing?
Well, I have 2 teenage kids. They keep me busy with everything. And after everything's done, I spend a lot of time coaching youth sports. I'm in charge this year of the Youth Lacrosse League. And I was very fortunate as a kid. I had great coaches, and they instilled in me a lot of things that my parents tried to instill in me. And I think it's something that I should be doing to give back. So that takes up a lot of my other non-kid time. After that, I'm a fairly avid golfer. My wife/advisor does grant me that one vice. I know there are worse vices. I know there are better vices, but I do get to play a fair amount of golf, and I enjoy that. I'm kind of a fitness buff. I go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week before work, and I'm a part-time karate instructor. So other than that, I don't really have much time for anything other than work and the kids and my wife.
No, that's, you know, you're making a difference out there in a whole bunch of areas. And, you know, Paul, you and your family, you've enjoyed a lot of success, you know, serving clients well. You've done well by doing that. And what I'd like you to do is to share with your peers really one thing that you would recommend to them that they do going forward so that they can do as well serving their clients.
If you don't mind, I'd probably like to share two. One of them is most people have two ears and one mouth, and they should be used proportionately. And what I have found, I learned a long time ago, that if you listen to your clients will have more confidence in you. And if they have more confidence in you, it's going to take a lot of the emotion out. And when you take the emotion out, they make better decisions. They know you're listening and they know that you care. The other thing I found, and I alluded again to it earlier, is keep it simple, stupid. I can complicate their world and they won't understand what I'm talking about, but that doesn't do them any good. I try to bring what I talk to them down to a third grade reading level so that they can understand it. Because when they understand it, especially in bad times, they're much more apt to stick with the plan. If they don't understand it, I think they're much more apt to stray away from the plan. So I think those two things are probably from what I see in the industry, probably two of the things that everybody could do a little bit better.
Yeah, there's no question that sometimes, or actually the vast majority of advisors try to make it so complicated to impress clients of how smart they are. And then really the power is helping people make informed decisions. And to do that, you have to keep it simple. And you guys do a great job, Paul. I want to thank you for spending the time today with me and sharing your insights on how your fellow financial advisors can really do a great job serving their clients.
Well, you're welcome, John. Thank you. Have a great day.